ॐ ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इंद्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्त्राक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम अथ आस्वालयनः भगवन्तं परमेष्ठिनम् उपसमीत्य उवाच अधि भगवो ब्रह्म विद्यां वरिष्ठां सदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानां निगूढां यया चिरात् सर्वपापं व्यपुह्य परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान्। तस्मै स होवाच पितामहश्च श्रद्धा भक्ति ध्यान योगात् अवेहि। So hope you all have text. If you find difficulties, then we can provide text. And as we have been discussing this Upanishad, the discussion between Rishi Āśvalāyana and Brahmaji. So in the last class, we saw that Brahmaji highlighted three aspects. So for a sadhaka, for a seeker of truth, śraddhā, bhakti and dhyāna must be there. Only the person will be available. Because without these three, the śravaṇam, mananam and nididhyāsanam will be little complicated. Now let us chant verse number 3. न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नाकं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते यतयो विशन्ति. So we'll take one verse at a time. As we have been discussing that this verse is very popular, especially when you receive, welcome a sannyasi with a Purna Kumbha, we chant this mantra. And of course, when you look at this mantra, anyone will, think 10 times what is happening, what is not happening. Because this mantra highlights that as though to get liberated, you have to be a yati. That's why yatayaha a sannyasi ityartha. So, question may arise, what is this? Then what about other people? Actually, yes, Shastra highlights, no doubt in it. So you need to understand that there are sadhanas called direct, and there are also sadhanas that is called indirect, auxiliary. So principal sadhanas and auxiliary sadhanas. Brahmaji highlights in verse number 2, śraddhā, bhakti and dhyāna, they are pradhana sadhanas. Whereas this yati rupam, yati dharmam, all are secondary sadhana. Why and how? Let us look at. Because the main policy or the principle is what? The person must convert one's own self from karma yogi to jnana yogi. That means from this triangular triputi to binary atma anatma. And where śravaṇam, mananam and nididhyāsanam becomes predominant. But there is a problem. Because the Shastra highlights to do śravana, mananam and nididhyāsanam, you should be free from preoccupations. Preoccupied mind will never become available for śravana, mananam and nididhyāsanam. First of all, if you look at yourself, whenever you are preoccupied, do you attend class? And even if you are here mentally, if you are preoccupied, will you listen to? So a person must learn to download all preoccupations. So these preoccupations, how does it happen? So one is called with reference to possession. So when you possess more, your mind is occupied more. For at least kshema, if not yoga. Kshema means to maintain your possession. Now, along with possession comes duties, that too obligatory duties. Not only related to your possession, related to many things, you have duties. Third one is called relationship. And fourth one is called transaction. A common person is most of the time preoccupied with these four things: possession, obligatory duties, relationship, and transactions. Now, when a person is occupied with these four things, will that person be available for śravanam? Because mind will never become available. So these four things put together, we call as what? That preoccupations. So that means mind is preoccupied. This is how we look at very carefully. Now, with that preoccupied mind, a person cannot do anything. Now, when we say a person is yati, now for yati, no possession. There is nothing to hold on to. There is no obligatory duties. There are no relationships. And transactions have been minimized. That minimum transaction takes place. Can you see this point? So those who are working on these three, removing and lowering down or bringing down transactions, they are called yatis, sannyasis ityartha. So that means I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have any relationship. I don't have any possessions. Why and how? Lot of background is there, okay? And the minimum transaction I do. And there is a constant effort because automatically it will come. Why and how we'll see as it demands. So those yatayas, he says beautifully, vishanti. So this sannyasinis, this yatis, vishanti means attain. So attain in one's own self. They actually understand, they know, they, you can say, realize, not any other people. And what they attain? He says, look, that which is nihitam guhaya, it is not outside world, that is residing within one's own self. In Kathoparishad, we have a lot of discussion regarding this. And also which is parena nakamiti. So parena nakam, parena means beyond, nakam. The word nakam is a beautiful word. Generally we translate nakam means heaven. But how we derive it? Kam means pleasure. Akam means pain, opposite of pleasure. Not pleasure means pain. So kam means pleasure. Akam means pain. Now nakam means, na akam means where there is no pain at all. So the other name is called heaven. Can you see this? How beautiful it's being presented. So that means here it is called parena nakam. It is beyond heaven, means all the time happiness. And interestingly, which signs not external world, within. That's why we say, look, the Vaikuntha is not external world. The Kailasa is not in the external world. Vishnu is in me, Shiva is in me. Now, remember how this can happen. So here it highlights, look, first thing he says, look, that na karmana amrutatvam anasuh iti. So by any karma, or you can say ritual, cannot give me dhyanam or moksha. Yes, dhyanam to take place, I need chitta suddhi. For chitta suddhi, I need karma. So karma or any ritual do give chitta suddhi if my attitude is good. If my attitude is not healthy, in fact, it will create more problem. I'll become more arrogant, more insecure. That's another aspect. So if my attitude is predominantly for śravaṇam, mananam, and nididhyāsanam, keeping that in my mind when I do any karma, definitely that is going to give me what? Chitta suddhi. So where we say, do you know what? That whatever you have possessions, whatever your obligatory actions you have, or that relationship you have, you reduce so that minimum transaction you manage. So here the concept is very clear that karma cannot give me moksha. Why? Because karma has got karma phala. So when we say karma phala, so what does it mean? Any karma phala you look at. So it has got three aspects. So the first aspect is, it is called dukkha misritam. So you can say dukkha misritatvam. So it has got a problem. The problem is that it is mixed with dukkham, pain, sorrow. No karma phala is completely free from sorrow. Even if going to heaven, becoming Indra also, okay? Or somebody is doing meditation, maybe going to take away my Indra pada. So there is some fear, there is some pain, some dukkham. So first one is called dukkha misritatvam. Then the second dosha, defect, most important dukkham is, what for we do karma that never gives us. So we do karma to become a trupta person, correct? Truptyartham, to satisfy. It is like you are eating. For what sake you are eating? At least for 5 minutes, okay? If it does not give you trupti, then what is the point of eating? So whenever you do karma for the satisfaction, but interestingly, karma never gives fulfillment. That's why atrupti karatvam. So the more karma you do, more sometimes you become atrupti. You become atruptatma. So that is what we call technically workaholic. And third one is called most important and of course dangerous, third defect. That is called bandhakatvam. So bandhakatvam means, literal translation, that it binds you. But how does it bind you? Creating dependence. So that means before doing karma, I was depending on one person, two people. Now, after karma, what happens? I am depending upon 10 people. It is like we start ashram to support the teaching. Now, we have to teach people to earn money so that to support ashram. I am talking myself today, okay? What for we started ashram, now what we are doing is a big question mark now. I'm sorry to say this today. Sometimes I ask myself, is it really worth to do all these things? Sometimes I feel like closing everything, go away somewhere. Enough. Hey, I can pour out my frustration in the class, okay? Not any other place. Because if anywhere, if I say something, oh, Swamiji is angry. Swamiji is critical. Now in the class, if I say also, oh, Swamiji is very funny. Now tell me, what should I do? I remember with a little joke. One child comes and says, look, I want to cry. Oh, yes, don't ask me why I should not cry, okay? So what happened? No, I just want to cry. Okay, cry. Okay, thank you. I don't have to cry. What happened? Suddenly you want to cry? You don't know. Because whenever I want to cry, my parents never allows me. Hey, I'm a child, I want to cry. They say, why? What for? 100 questions. Now tell me what to do. Now same thing also. Here, I would like to say that any karma has got this three dosham, three defect. The first one is dukkha misritatvam, atruptikaratvam, and finally bandhakatvam. Now, when a person knows that the karma gives only these three result, now how can karma will free a person? That's why he uses this word eke. So eke means few seekers. Some. That's why if you observe where very nicely we say, do you know what? That manushyanam sahasresu kaschit yatati siddhayet iti. So among this 1,000 of human beings, a rare one strives for liberation. It's not that everybody is interested in liberation. That's why here first one is that when the karma does not give me amrutatvam, the immortality, the freedom, because it has got three defects. Now also prajā, the progeny. Now prajayati. Yes, we say very carefully, children definitely, they belong to you. No doubt in it, they belong to you. But they are not yours either. Because of your purvaruna, the earlier debt that you had with that jiva, now that jiva has, come to you as your child. Because runanu bandhanam, all the relationship. Maybe there you need to look at, this is for my chitta suddhi. In fact, children gives you better chitta suddhi. And those who do not know chitta suddhi, they will say what? The child becomes the best teacher. However, now here what happens is, we need to allow the child to grow independent. So we cannot support the child permanently. So I have to say support child, I have to support grandchild, I have to support great-grandchild. You understand? Yes, let them do whatever. And why we do? Because there are two aspects. Nowadays, common people, they do it, oh, who is going to support me when I become old? So I need some supporting system. What did you do for your parents? What your child will do for you? No, I did different, but my child will do for me everything. Hey, this is an illusion, okay? Your child will be worse than you, okay? Because after all, it's your product, okay? And okay, if you are religious, no, Swamiji, the child may not take care of me, but definitely child will do śraddham, tarpanam, all these things regularly. So that which will take me to heaven. So while alive, he may not take care, but after my death, he is going to take care of me very well, okay? I believe in all these things. Okay, fantastic. But remember, by doing śraddham and tarpanam, he may help you to take you to called heaven. And of course, that's why putra, pumnama, narka. He may not allow you to go to the given narka, hell, because of śraddha, trapana, and other things. But remember, going to heaven is not a solution. You are not looking for that. Kshine punye vartelokam vishanti. When the punya will be exhausted, again you will be brought back. Where you will be brought back? Again, total package. Don't say that in this great way you will come back. Not necessarily at all. So then what to do? So that's why here he says, look, prajā. So prajā means not only children, also it is your infrastructure that is related to people, those who want to assist you. So the entire infrastructure comes under prajā in the form of living beings. Not, oh, I don't have any child. It's like me, I don't have any child. Who says? The infrastructure. The people, those who are related to that infrastructure, they are my prajā. And third one, he says, na dhanena. So to run infrastructure, you need what? Money. The security, insecurity, both are in money. You understand? So here, dhana becomes both security and insecurity. Now he says also, remember, you need money for what? Mainly, if you are a sincere person, oh, to have my security. In fact, more than security, you look at what? Pleasure with money. So more money, you have better capacity to buying capacity. And your ego starts, climbing up. So here he says, including that also is not going to work. Because remember, this Brahman, that which is superior, it not avoids anywhere. It avoids guhayam nihitam iti. It avoids in the hridayam. And of course, vibhrajate. It shines because it is self-effulgent. Always shines. Swayam prakasa chaitanya iti. Chaitanya rupena vibhrajate. And that's why we say this me to understand. I don't need any karma, any supporting system, nor dhanam, the wealth or prosperity, or you can say means to support the support system. But one thing is required, that is called as tyāgam. So tyāgam, when we say, that is the most important aspect. In fact, I can say openly, the more tyāgam is dearer to me. So tyāgam means renunciation. Tyāgam means only tea. What is tea? You understand? Only transaction. Don't say only tea, okay? Drinking tea. So that means no possession, no obligatory duties, no relationship, but only I am holding to tea. Tea means what? Minimum transaction. In fact, empty instead of tea. So when I am holding on to empty, then what happens? Then definitely, the more I am, only empty, the more I enjoy my life. We all have a notion that more things I have, I will enjoy more. It is wrong. Let me share one beautiful story today. One day a king was passing, discovered one young man lying down on a temple mandapam, temple place, and happily sleeping. The king got really shocked. How come that fellow did not get up? Doesn't bother. Even if we go with all this noise, he's happily sleeping. In fact, deep within, he became jealous. Hey, look, I am king. I have everything. Instead of envious, become jealous. I am having everything. But I am always worried, thinking. But this fellow is happily sleeping. What a life. What has happened to him? And of course, the minister understood, oh. So I have to do something. Then he spoke to king. He said, don't worry. I am working on. Next time when you come, he will be definitely thinking something or other and he will be aware of the situation. So how is it possible? So the minister sent a message. Hey, look, now you are all the time sleeping, enjoying your life. We want something to do. Nothing much. Just your food and everything will be taken care. You don't have to ask for it. But only two things you have to do. What? Morning and evening, 2 times, you have to light the lamp in such and such place. That is your only job. All the time you lie down, no problem at all. And of course, you need to check also midday. This is your job, nothing else. Now what happens? Next time when the king came, discovered this fellow is sitting. And the moment saw the king got up and all these things, the king asked, what did you do? He said, nothing. Just I gave some responsibility. He was having food and enjoying his life, doing nothing. Wow. Now I said, look, food will be coming to you. But you have to do something. Earlier he was going for food. Now I gave him option. You will get food. But you need to do this. Now all the time mind is thinking what? Lamp. When this thought is bugging, can the person sleep? Can the person relax? Now this joke, if you look at in your life, the more bugs you have, the more you know what happens to you. So that's why we say very carefully that this tyāgam means allowing things to be in their place. Let it happen, whatever has to happen. How does matter to me? So not identifying myself with object, people and situation. That need to be done. And why and how we'll be discussing tomorrow. This Vedānta Vijnana Sunischitarthaha Sannyasa Yogat Yataya Suddha Sattvaha. So this Suddha Sattvaha, those who are pure, whose mind is pure, how they achieve, how they manage raga and dvesha. What happened to their raga dvesha? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti. Thank you, all of you.